Hi friends, it's Erin from the Erin and Christa show. Christa's at home knitting a scarf. So today I thought that I would do this eye look using the Beauty Killer palette from Jeffree Star. Love it. And this new set of brushes that we received from Octoly from Bdellium Tools. It's their green bamboo Smokey Eyes set. So yes, we did receive these for free, but I will of course give you my honest opinion on them as I use them for this tutorial. You know, I'm gonna be real. I don't know how to be any other way. It's good and bad in life. My expressions and thoughts and feelings come out immediately, so you're gonna know how I feel about these as soon as I touch my face. So if you'd like to see how we got this look, nope, it's just me. Damn it, Christa! So if you'd like to see how well, I guess if you count all of my other personalities, got this look with the Beauty Killer palette and the Bdellium Tools Green Bamboo Smokey Eye set, keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is take this lightest shade in the Beauty Killer palette, which is called China White, here. And I'm gonna use the Bdellium Tools 777 shader brush. It's like a flat shader brush, and I'm just gonna put that all over from brow bone down to my lid. And that's just gonna create a nice bright base for blending and popping other colors on. China White is a nice matte highlight shade too for your brow bone, in case you don't want a shiny brow bone. I prefer a shiny brow bone, but every once in a while, if you've got a lot going on everywhere else, I kind of like a more matte highlight for the brow bone. Get that inner corner too. Next, I'm going to take the crease brush, the 781 crease brush. These are bamboo, which is kind of cool. And I'm going to dip into the shade Courtney, which is kind of like a fleshy, toned, warm crease shade, this guy right here. You could probably use this for every look that you do with the Beauty Killer palette, because it's going to create that nice transition. So right off the bat, one of my first thoughts about these brushes is that they're a little short. Lengthwise, I prefer a longer brush, just maybe because I have giant man hands, I don't know. But I like longer handles on my brush. So just giving that nice warm crease. These brushes are vegan. They're all synthetic. So they're cruelty free, which is nice too. And a synthetic brush you can use with any kind of product, cream or powder, so that's nice as well. Next, I'm going to take that shader brush, the 777, and I'm going to pick up the shade Confession. This is probably my favorite shade in this palette. It's like a warm dark pink, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. So we're just going to pick up some product, and I always press or pat into the lid with a color like this, pretty much any lid shade that I use. You reduce the amount of fallout, and I feel like you get better saturation. So I'm pressing. And I'm just coating the entire lid with that shade. Look how pretty that shade is. I love it. I feel like this is a beautiful shade on every skin tone. I like this. I don't mind the shader brush being a little bit shorter, so I guess for blending I like a longer handled brush, because this feels pretty good. Again, just pressing in that color Confession onto my lid. Alright, and I'm going to go back to the crease brush without picking up any additional product. I'm just going to run that through the crease to sort of blend the two together so it's seamless. This crease brush is a little bit stiff, which for the crease I would rather use something very fluffy. It's actually removing the product because it's stiff. So that is no bueno. I'm going to switch to the angled crease brush and see if that's better. So their angled crease brush is 759. Let's see if that's a little bit softer. Yeah, that one's much softer. But because it's angled, it's a little bit strange for blending. Okay, now that I have that Confession shade blended into the Courtney shade, I'm gonna move on to this really dark plum. It almost looks black. It's called Vanity. And I'm gonna use that just to deepen up the outer edges of my eyes. So I'm gonna go back to that angled crease brush, the angled crease brush. It's the 769. Pick up a little bit of the Vanity shade and pop that on the outer corner, just to kind of give a little more depth there in the outer V. I do love angled crease brushes for this purpose. Because of the way that they're angled, they fit perfectly in that little pocket of the corner of your eye. You can see it's framing out the corner of my eye pretty effortlessly. I always like to put my product down and almost press it in before I start blending it out, especially with dark colors like this, because it reduces the chance that it's going to come out kind of patchy. Then I'm going to take the crease brush and just use that to softly blend that in. Then I'm going to pick up that crease brush again, the 781, and I'm going to gently blend that in. Next, I'm going to pick up the 716, which is the Smokey Eyeliner brush, and I'm going to use this under my lower lash line, kind of like a pencil brush. So I'm going to start with that lighter shade Courtney and use that first underneath, just because I'm laying down a little bit of a base for the rest of the colors. Two things about this brush. Again, it's pretty stiff, doesn't have a lot of give to it, which I don't like. But I do like that it's longer, so when you come to the inner corner, it gets right in there pretty easily. Like right in here. This lays down product nice, but if you try to blend with it because it's stiff, it doesn't really blend. But it does lay the product down nicely. And with the same brush, I'm going to pick up Confession, the warm pink shade, and kind of meet it with what's going on up top. And then bring it about 2/3 of the way in. I'm not going to bring it all the way to the inner corner. Again, I'm going to pick up Vanity, the dark purple color, and just pop that probably in the first third of this lower lash line. Okay, next I'm going to take the 760 liner brow brush. Let's just pretend I'm going to use it in my brow, see how it feels. Probably be a really nice brow brush. You can get some nice detailed strokes in there because it's pretty small. But I'm going to pick up Vanity, which is a dark plum, and I'm going to line my upper lid with that. Just trying to create some depth where your lashes meet your lid. Just picking up a little Confession on the 777 and just redefining a little bit before I move on. I love this color. I'm obsessed with it. It's my favorite color in the palette. This is probably my favorite brush in this set. It's nice and flexible, and it does a good job putting the product down. I'm going to be using the Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D. This is my favorite liquid liner because I have crazy watery eyes of death and they will go all over my face. So this is pretty waterproof. Doing a little baby wing there. And I love that this liner is perfect when you lay it on its side to just press up against the lash line to make sure you didn't miss any spots. I think I've recommended this eyeliner to everyone I know. In fact, I just recommended it to my sister last night. Alright, now that we've got liner on, we're going to mascara the lashes. My favorite mascara is the Better Than Sex Too Faced mascara. It gives you tons of volume and it gives you that falsie look without putting on falsies because I hate putting on falsies because my eyes are so sensitive. I do it for special occasions. If you don't want to wear falsies, this is a great mascara. I love this eyeliner. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner. It's like a chubbier one. So I'm just going to pop that in the lower waterline real quick. Alright, this look is almost complete. I'm just going to blend these edges a little bit. And I'm going to pop on some lips. We'll stay with the Jeffree Star theme. This is like my new favorite color. It's the shade Rose Madder. I'm thinking of using that one, or I haven't used this one yet. Or using Mannequin. This is out of my realm. Yeah, let's do out of my realm. I'm gonna use Mannequin. It's kind of a warm nude. I don't usually do a nude lip, but we'll try it out, why not? The eyes are pretty dark, so I feel like this could work. These are by far my favorite liquid lipsticks. They go on so nicely. They're not horribly drying so that your mouth doesn't feel like it's on fire and dying a horrible death or give you butthole mouth. And these smell like root beer. Amazing. I mean, everything Jeffree does is pretty amazing, so kind of obsessed. So here's the completed look. Here are my final thoughts on this Bdellium Smokey Eyes Green Bamboo set. I really like the shader brush, which is this flat guy right here, the 777. This put down product beautifully. It was kind of flexible and soft. I liked that about it a lot. So this would be my favorite brush out of this set. My least favorite would definitely be the crease brush. This guy, the 781. It's not very flexible, so when you're trying to blend out a crease, it's kind of like dragging it, like stops because it's not fluffy. I like a giant fluffy brush for my crease, but I think it helps like blend everything out and make it seamless. This kind of just removed product because it's kind of stiff. The angled crease brush, the 769, I also enjoyed that one for placing like darker colors in the outer V. It placed them very nicely and it was soft. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this brush set. The link for this 5-piece green bamboo smoky eye set from Bdellium will be in the link description bar below. I'd like to put the Beauty Killer palette into my mouth, swallow it down whole, and eat it for breakfast.